What's up, YouTube? Agent Zero here, and today I'm going to be showing the Financial Shock boss battle Spider-Man against the Shocker. I included the cutscenes, so let's listen in and then get into the gameplay.
Oops, guess we're stuck in here for a while. Want to play 20 questions? No? How about we thumb wrestle? Okay, face punch it is. Whoa, your gauntlets are all digital now, aren't they?
Have it your way. You wanna fight? Let's fight!
Man, can't wait to put you back behind bars so we can talk science.
That's one of the things, in my opinion, that makes Spider-Man so great, is that even in the midst of battle, he is always lighthearted and cracking jokes. It definitely makes for a very enjoyable either comic, game, movie, whatever Spider-Man is included in. He is always cracking jokes, which is very enjoyable in my opinion. That's why Spider-Man is one of my favorite heroes. But with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. There are actually 3 rounds of this boss battle when you are facing the Shocker. This first round, you'll see the Shocker is trying to shock you with a ranged attack, and then he'll jump at you with an up-close and personal attack that does a shockwave on the ground. As you see there, that shockwave causes him to exert too much energy, so he'll go down, and that's when you're free to attack him and do damage on him. Before that, you cannot attack him. He has that glowing ball around him, which tells you that you are unable to do damage to him. This first round, definitely you want to remain mobile. It's very important that you kind of stay a distance from the Shocker, because it gives you a little bit of extra time to jump away when he tries to do his earthquake type move, and also gives you a little bit of time to react when it has the range attack as well. Make sure you're paying attention to your spider sense, especially for the ranged attack. You'll know when to dodge and when to not dodge. You can't constantly dodge or you will get hit. I learned that the hard way. First round was the easiest of the 3 rounds in my opinion, although if you can find the strategy almost immediately, it shouldn't be too bad of a battle for you. So we're coming down to the end of this first round, and here we go.
You know, people don't use banks anymore. You're lucky you found actual cash. If you really want to rob banks, try day trading. It's all the rage. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, come on, Herman. Tell me who you're working
Now into the second round. The Shocker, again, firing stuff at you, and you need to make sure that you are dodging at the right moment. Also doing a little ground pound, but the ground pound is definitely goes a little bit farther. You need to make sure you're jumping up into the air when the Shocker does the ground pound, evading that ground pound, and then throwing pieces of furniture around the room at the Shocker so you can do some damage to the Shocker. It can sometimes take a little bit of getting used to, but you may die once or twice, but after you get used to kind of the gameplay in the round, it shouldn't be too hard to do as well. The good news is that after each round is a checkpoint, so if you die in that round, you don't have to do the whole boss battle again. It only goes back to the beginning of the round, which is definitely cool. So again, just make sure you're aware when the Shocker does that ground pound. Jump out of the way, grab something in the room, and throw it at the Shocker to do damage in this second round. Then you'll get to the third round. The third round isn't too bad. Actually, you only have to evade a couple of things, and then you can take out the Shocker in that third round. We are getting down to the end of this second round. I think one more hit should do it on the Shocker, and then we'll get into the third round. So there we go. One last hit, and there we go.
Give up now and we can protect you.
No way! You ain't see what I see! You son of a...
This round, the Shocker isn't mobile. You are just trying to evade these long-ranged attacks, and you are trying to make the roof collapse on the shocker. So you'll have to evade for a while. Again, make sure that you are dodging at the right time. The shocker will exert too much energy, and you are trying to string up the roof, trying to pull it down on top of the shocker. So I did die there. Again, it's just something, a strategy. You have to watch around the outside of the room because you can sometimes get caught up. That's what happened to me. I got caught up around the outside of the room, and the shocker was able to finish me off. But nonetheless, you pull the roof down on top of the shocker. It's not too bad, again, after you figure out the strategy and realize that you can't stay too far back or you'll get caught on a piece of furniture. So here it is. You only need to bring down 2 of those poles and you take out the shocker. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more Spider-Man content. Well, until next time. Peace!
Scared and desperate. These demons are everywhere all of a sudden.